Welcome back to the Yaffee program here on Newstalk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVMN. I'm Alabama's voice of reason, Huntsville's conservative conscience. Glad you've joined the show. Let me tell you about a place where you can get some really great deals on some brand new appliances. I mean, you already know about it. Jay's Appliance Outlet in Athens off Highway 72. I know you know because many of you have actually texted me or called me and said, I went to Jay's and it was great. And then you thank me for telling you about them. Well, if you haven't heard me mention them yet, I mean, this is the time. Go to Jay's Appliance Outlet. They have a great deal right now on some new smart washers and dryers from Amana, Maytag, or Electrolux, other brands as well. And they get new stuff in all the time. They also have 0% interest financing, flexible monthly payments designed for your budget, delivery options as well, and they can service what they sell. That's actually how they started. Jay started as just someone who serviced appliances, but then he started selling new ones, and he's doing it for great prices. I mean, much better experience than you would get at one of the big box stores. So go today. They're located off 72 in Athens. You can find out more at jaysapplianceoutlet.com or give them a call. Jay might be the one picking up the phone. Sometimes I think he does. Dial pound 250, say the keywords Jay's Appliance Outlet. And when you do, let them know Yaffee was the one who sent you. All right, let's end the show like we usually do. We have the Yaffee program Rewind. That time of the show where I remind you if you missed any of it live, well, the podcast will be up on the website, WVNN.com, or anywhere you get your podcast. Subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. It's good. It's good for society. What can I say? Anyway, at the beginning of the show, we were talking about Zoran Mondani attacking another business. Wants to pass a law to get rid of subcontractors who deliver for Amazon. Now, of course, this bill in New York is being backed by the Teamsters because that's what this is about. They want to unionize more businesses, and this gets in the way of them doing that. Go on and play the Amazon cut for me.
Special delivery.
If it looks like an Amazon delivery.
And it drives like an Amazon delivery.
Then it's an Amazon delivery.
Amazon is spending millions of dollars to convince you that this isn't an Amazon delivery. But all you have to do is see for yourself.
My uniform says Amazon.
If I don't wear this Amazon branded vest, disciplinary action will be taken against us. The workers' routes and hours are set by Amazon.
So why isn't Amazon responsible for these vans?
Because Amazon and other corporations have built a vast network of subcontractors
That shield them from responsibility. Amazon tells these subcontractors where to drive.
Who to hire and what hours to work.
I do all the work that makes Amazon all the money.
This is why I'm proud to support the Delivery Protection Act, sponsored by Councilmember Tiffany Kalan. Because if Amazon is delivering your package
there, but there you go. They want to help the unions in New York. That's what this is about. It's like whatever business is successful, they want to go after them in New York. So most of those subcontractors, if this bill passes, will just get fired. That's what's going to happen. But they'll have their government grocery stores to go to, so they'll feel better, I guess. So we talked about that. The podcast of that segment's up. We have the Alabama bullet points, the top stories from around the state. We also spoke with State Representative Ernie Yarbrough, trying to convince me to be very against these flock cameras. I tend to think there's a middle ground here. I hate to get rid of a useful tool like this for law enforcement and officials, but, we need more checks so that it's not abused. But he claims that it's against your Fourth Amendment rights for them to take the data at all. That in order to take the data to begin with, you should have to have a warrant to do that. So we talked about that. Maybe he can convince you to be against them. Not sure he convinced me, but the podcast of that segment is up. The most compelling argument there, by the way, is that, they abused a lot of their power during COVID. So this is something they could use to abuse their power in the next pandemic. So that's probably the best argument I've heard so far. So we had that. We also had the propaganda press and the Democrat Party once again working overtime to get you to hate ICE. And a lot of this goes back to the fact that they don't believe illegal immigrants should be treated as criminals. That's it. You have conservatives like us who say, look, if you're an illegal immigrant, you can always be detained and deported. That's always a possibility. We have immigration laws. But anytime you mention that, Democrats say, no, that's inhumane. So we talked about that. The podcast is up. We had something that made Yaffee laughy. I played some cuts of Marco Rubio, which were which were pretty funny. He's a pretty funny guy, actually. So if you missed that, the podcast is up. We had What's Trending with Bugsy, of course. We do that every day, either with Bugsy or Walker. Thanks to Bugsy for producing today. Thanks to you for listening. The Vince Show is coming up next, and I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. See you then.
Yaffee program.
Washington, D.C., get ready. The world's best are coming to Audi Field on October 10th. U.S. Soccer's women's national team takes on Spain in a battle between the top 2 teams in the world. Watch Olympic gold medalists face the reigning FIFA Women's World Cup champions in a star-studded showdown featuring Trinity Rodman and Sophia Smith. One night, 2 global powers, one unforgettable match. Get your tickets now at ussoccer.com.
Mic Drop, hosted by former Navy SEAL Mike Ridlin.
What is your take? Was it what you expected?
Oh, it was the best thing ever.
It was something I always wanted to do.
If you show me a clear goal, I'm like, okay, I can do that. Master Chief, he's like, you realize there's about 1% chance of you making it through. 1%? That's all I need, Master Chief.
My platoon went home early, and I just went up to my chief, and I was like, I'm not going home.
Turns out I'm staying.
That's when we go to war.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I could get used to this.
Mic Drop. Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Mic Drop, hosted by former Navy SEAL Mike Ridlin.
How would you characterize your prowess?
I'd say my style is that I just kind of outwork everybody till I get there.
Because I'm not a quitter. It's just you. And that's yourself.
Whereas everything else is team-oriented.
The motivation, it was a sort of anger at myself for being weak. That ends up being the driving factor. That anger, that pride, that ego, I think it's a muscle. It gets stronger. When you take that voice seriously, you start to change your life.
Mic Drop. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.